Welcome to another Health Detective Talk. My name is Roberto Parker with Innovative Sports Training. Today's topic is stop chasing your symptoms. I want to say this before I get into the meat of the topic today. The big reason I started these Health Detective Talks was because we spend too much time chasing symptoms and not getting at the core root problem of the disease process. It might take you several months, maybe even a couple of years to really find out what's going on with your body. You have to have patience. The body is a self-healing mechanism. Putting a bunch of drugs in the body is not the way to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Find out what the core root problem is. And most times what you're going to find is most times, it's going to be the symptoms that you're trying to heal instead of the disease. Let's go into it. Let's define what a disease is. Now, I could give you a really elongated, elaborate definition here, but I'm not going to do that. Disease is pretty much a disorder to a structure of a human being, a plant, or an animal organism. That's what a disease process is. The symptom is the mental/physical fatigue of that system. Pretty short and to the point definition there, I know. I'm going to go through a list of things here, and I'm not going to give you the answer yet. It's either symptom or disease. Where you're sitting right now watching this video or standing watching this video, answer the question yourself. Crohn's disease, even though it's labeled disease, is it really a disease or is it a symptom? Migraines, disease or symptom. Indigestion, bloating, disease or symptom. Cancer, disease or symptom. High blood pressure, disease or symptom. High cholesterol, arthritis, low back pain, are those diseases or symptoms? And the very last one is aging. Is that a disease or a symptom? The answer is every single one of these is a symptom. The only disease is the aging process. And some would probably debate me on that. That is the only one of those that is actually a disease. Crohn's disease, migraines, indigestion, those are all part of a symptomatic issue going on with the body. The body, when you do something stupid to it, when you do something stressful to it, it's going to respond and try to protect you. And through that protection, you're going to have some systems of inflammation and some other things going on that won't be always comfortable. That's basically what Crohn's is. Because there's something going on with your gut, with the small intestines, some sort of blockage. Migraines, same thing, related back to the gut. Watch my video on the gut-brain connection. Indigestion, gut, cancer. Now, I want to spend some time on this a little bit. I did a series on cancer about 3-4 months ago. Cancer is pretty much a fungus in our body. We all have cancer cells in our body. Now, cancer is related to how well our immune system keeps those cancer cells at check and at bay. If your immune system becomes weak, you will become diseased. You will express some sort of symptoms possibly before the disease process takes over your body and possibly kills you. But cancer is an expression of what's going on with our body. So look at it like this. Do I have cancer or do I have a weak immune system? And that really applies to every single one of these, by the way. The next one is high blood pressure. High blood pressure is a result of your arteries in your body constricting themselves. Some sort of stress is going on there. So the disease really is probably that stress we need to look at as making your blood pressure, your vessels constrict, causing your blood pressure to elevate. High cholesterol. Now there's a biggie right there, another biggie. I'll spend some time on that. Cholesterol is a necessary component of the body for healing and for manufacturing the hormones. and other tissues of the body. Cholesterol is actually, it's like an antioxidant in our body. It helps to heal our body. It helps to heal wounds of the body. If your body is not making cholesterol, you will not heal. Now, as a result, if you're doing some stressful things to your body, you're tearing down a lot of tissues, guess what your cholesterol level is going to do? It's going to go up. So what do doctors do? Not all doctors, but some. They'll give you statin drugs to try to lower your cholesterol because they just want to mask the pain and mask the symptoms. So the bottom line is get to the issue that's causing your tissues to inflame in the first place, and your cholesterol will start to stabilize. Arthritis. Believe it or not, arthritis is also related to the gut. If you have poor bacteria in your gut lining, you're going to have arthritis. It affects your joints. Inflammation. Anytime you hear the word itis, that's inflammation. Low back pain. If you have chronic low back pain, that's related to some biomechanical things going on with your body. Your hips are out of balance. Your midsection is weak. Always look upstream. Now, low back pain can become a very major issue with you. That can also affect even some biochemical things going on in your body because it throws your posture off. And when you throw your posture off, you start constricting organs of the body. And when that happens, your bodies are not making hormones like they should. Your body organs are not functioning like they should. Because if you're sloshed over like this, it affects your lungs. It affects your gut. It affects your pancreas. It affects your digestion. So that brings on some biochemical issues, even with low back pain. Now, aging. You're not going to stop the aging process. It ain't going to happen. But you can slow down the aging process. Genetics is a big part of how we function, or how long we live. It's about, I'm going to say 20, maybe 30%. Maybe not that big, but it's a small part of it. It's part of the equation. A bigger thing to look at is your epigenetics. It's how those genes express themselves. We all have genes. We all have blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, some tall, some short, some dark people, some light people. We all have genes. We all have those DNA structures in our body. But because we have those structures, those DNA genes, we cannot really change those. But we can affect how they express themselves, ladies and gentlemen. That's the key. That is the key as to how you're going to keep disease at bay. It's how your body expresses itself. And once again, that comes down to what you put in your system in terms of food, fresh air, water, activity, exercise, stress reduction, management. You can't eliminate stress. There's no way. And getting good quality sleep. And you won't get good quality sleep unless you do all the above. Fresh air, sunshine, I forgot to mention that. Fresh air, sunshine, water, exercise, activity. You've got to get all those things before your body will allow you to sleep and for the body to repair itself. Because that's another aspect of why you have symptoms. Because you're not getting enough sleep. The body's not repairing itself. If you're in a constant fight or flight state, we call that sympathetic, part of the autonomic nervous system. If you're in a constant fight or flight state, you will have, not all of these at the same time, but you will have something similar to these going on. Something cancerous, something regarding bloating, migraines, Crohn's, high blood, high cholesterol, arthritis, low back pain, diabetes. You will have some of those things going on if you're in a constant fight or flight state. And that's where IST, Innovative Sports Training, comes in. I'm here to help you. There are labs that we can run, and there are labs that I can evaluate from your doctor, certain biomarkers we can look at to see where you are relative to what's going on with these things. Blood labs, urine labs, saliva, testing your cortisol levels, because that's a big one. So guys, I can go on and on about this, but I like to keep these videos relatively short. I don't want to make them a big, long dissertation speech here. But the bottom line is this. We need to look at the core root and peel away the layers as to what's going on. And that might take several months. It might take well over a year to find out. by trial and error, by looking at labs, by doing evaluations. But is it worth it to you? That's the question you need to ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Is it worth the financial investment and your time investment? How bad do you want to get out of pain? How bad do you want to improve your health? If you want it quick and easy, I'm not the person for you. If you want the body to heal itself and you're willing to work for it, I'm the person for you. Please give me a call. You can see it on the camera here. My number is 816-405-7703. I'm at the email. My email is rwpsports@yahoo.com. I will be more than happy to sit down with you and give you one 30-minute free consultation. We're not going to determine what's wrong in 30 minutes, so that's not happening. But to see if it's a good fit for you and for me. So please contact me. Take care of yourselves. God bless you and your families, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.